Also, I will say a lot of people have been talking about this game and like the whether it should be 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 3, and I am 100% on the team 2 out of 3 bandwagon, as I'm sure most of you are. After watching Dragon Ball, I really loved it, but I will tell you what. For reference, this set with SonicFox starts at 10:50:39. This is definitely a 2 out of 3 game, right? It's definitely a 2 out of 3 game. It takes a long time, right? This is a long game. It takes a long time for this to go. Matches in this game, in a versus game lasting 5 minutes or so, is pretty long. Versus games are generally not that long. So 2 out of 3 is great. And I don't think it's one of those cases where the game will slow down or speed up any, like a noticeable amount. SonicFox, you know the God Slicers and dive kicks are coming, right? That's the neutral. Sorry, excuse me. That's the nooch. I gotta get the terminology right. That's for Lord SonicFox, you know. Tagging a hit. There's already a lot of blue life over there, so I'm not that surprised. Sacrifice is grounded pressure, trying to, what's it called? To chase up tech here. He goes air to air, but because of that, he misses the second hit here, and he loses the rest of his offense. Again, up tech is good against hit. He doesn't have the best air options, but his grounded control is super good. Wow, that was a sick tech. NecroUndine is sick, man. He plays at next level, so people are pretty familiar with these matchups. These two have played each other a lot. Punish. He could have got a medium there or a heavy, but he's going to get the snap. Air Dragon Rush, yeah. SonicFox does it a lot. It's tough to deal with that. Tough to tech and tough to escape. Level 1, and I think that's dead. Versus game, just versus game is like a tag game, I guess. But yeah, tag fighters is a fine term for it too. Whatever you want to call it. I'm watching all of top 8. We started with what's it called? That was fucking sick. We started with Chris G versus SonicFox in top 32, but we went back. I like this a lot. This is one of the things that I like about Android 16, right? You do a string here, you recognize that it's blocked, you tick into air throw, and then you get the mix up back to the other side.
That was sneaky. Lay it off, man.
What up, Prague?
I got the next one.
Hard knockdown.
Oh, we going for the snap? No.
Oh my God, we got more.
Yeah, he didn't need a snap there, right? Just take the damage. Take the damage, take the corner carry, take the knockdown. Oh, he teched out, yeah.
Oh, but he messed it up.
I don't think that's what. I don't know that that's what SonicFox wanted. I feel like that was an input error.
We gotta make him take something now. Oh, really?
Yeah, delayed rise. SonicFox wanted a button. That's one thing that people try to do pretty often, right? They delay tech on these knockdowns, and then when people do the air dash, they try to wake up with buttons because they assume that they will miss their meaty or whatever. And so yeah, you see SonicFox is standing up probably for a jab or something, I guess, or maybe he just got hit crouching, I guess, or standing, but I don't know.
That's the thing, though. Even though Cell does have a high damage input and just shenanigans on top of that, but no real assistant back.
Yeah, H. The scaling's pretty decent here, so he'll probably have to take a... Yeah, he takes a level 3 for the hard knockdown. He was either take this or try to get a hard knockdown of some kind, but he wants 16 out of there, which is a smart choice. As smart as the Twitch Prime sub coming in hot. Thanks very much, Scrupa, for the Twitch Prime. Level 1. And the nice thing that SonicFox got 16 out there for was the blue life, right? A lot of blue life. This is important to remember about this game in general, right? Is that in this game, your character, when they're getting hit, you can see here, has a huge chunk of blue up here. And if you get him out, he will regain this blue life, right? So for SonicFox, when he just takes this knockdown, he tags in a hit for the level 3. And he's going to get 16 to the back of his team order here so that he can regain life, right? And he gets him back as an assist. This is why SonicFox talks about how important it is to build your team so that they can all 3 play on point whenever. Because if all 3 of your characters are strong point characters who have the ability to back each other up, you can play any of them on point character at any of them as a point character at any time, which means you can always regain blue life for 2 other characters, right?
Oh my God. I seen it.
Flickers. Oh, extend that.
Boom, boom, boom. You delay the auto combo there to make it work. right? That's one thing that you have to do in that corner combo is hit. When you get the hit here, you spike him up, light, and then you do light, delay the auto combo a little bit, and then you have to delay it more on smaller characters, but that's how you get this combo to work in the corner here. Level 1, level 1.
Can't talk about that right now.
I don't know if he had any assists left. I didn't look whether he needed to extend further than that.
Oh, she's all alone in this cruel world.
Dive kick plus assist. It's pretty standard SonicFox neutral, right? This is what he does a lot of the time. He starts the round almost immediately with super jump up here, and he either does God Slicer, which is the horizontal blade dash move like this, or he does the dive kick down like that. And both of them are really strong, kind of abusable neutral tools. And you can call assist afterwards. So as you see, a SonicFox crosses under here, and Android 16 shoots the ground. If she didn't sparking here, it would have been a mix-up. So that's how he plays the neutral. God Slicer. Just runs away, right? He can super jump and just keep doing it over and over and over. It's very hard to stop. It's very, very hard to stop God Slicer from SonicFox. Yeah. I feel like SonicFox gets opened up by 18 a lot more than any other character, just because her mix-ups are so tough to see. Lockdown goes to the other side, takes the Dragon Rush. I think that's a good choice, right? Dragon Rush just means it takes a long time, and it's gonna waste out some of the sparking. Level 1, take the level 3, put 16 back on the board here. He gets a level 3, which it takes a long time. It drains the sparking, gives him a hard knockdown.
Oh, watch the back of your neck. Oh my God. Oh.
And that's a dead ass character into the asteroid.
SonicFox is making sport of NecroUndine's
Kamisumi, I already talked about how I'll be doing Street Fighter match analysis and getting ready for final round for Street Fighter. You know, the crazy thing about me is that I like all kinds of fighting games, a ton of them, and so I just watch what I like. Which is why I'll tell you right now, there's 1,000 of you watching me do Dragon Ball FighterZ analysis, which is very kind of you guys. But when we're done with this, or tomorrow or something, I'll probably want to watch Injustice. And when I watch Injustice, you guys will be like, oh, it's Injustice. And, you know, 300 or 400 or 500 of you guys will leave. And that's okay with me. If you don't want to watch it, it's fine. But I'm going to watch what I want to watch on my stream. So just keep that in mind. I'm surprised 16 assists didn't lock down there. He probably had to do it a little earlier. This is why I think that SonicFox gets hit by a Vegeta assist from Chris G so much, right? He always is willing to react on defense and hit buttons often, and I think that gets him caught more than anything. Dragon Rush. Not many people. So it's interesting about Dragon Rush. I feel like a lot of people have gotten much better at teching them, but it just depends on the scenario. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. This is like one of the worst things to get hit by for sure. Especially if he has 16 assists. Damn, he did that version, so he combos after. The heavy version of it's sick, right? The heavy version of the unblockable is sick because it has a huge hitbox, and you get the combo after it, right? So he can do 2M, boom, and then he gets the Goku Black assist, boom, dead. Smoked him.
Man, yo, what's the next match? Nakio versus Kill Sage? No disrespect to NecroUndine, baby, but he's doing a lot of blocking. He is exhibiting some great
16 assists. Boom, boom, boom. Call Goku Black assist. This is a lot of damage, yeah. Auto combo. Mix up afterwards. This is one thing about the auto combo that I only see basically SonicFox utilize often. And when you do this light auto combo, there is a moment where Hit will... God damn, this game is pretty. Hit does this little teleportation situation and goes to the other side. And while he's doing this, he's like, he can special cancel whenever he wants, right? So SonicFox, instead of doing the last hit of the auto combo, will special cancel, right? To not do the follow-up, to go for a reset into the step. And then out of the step, you can cancel into the stance. And the stance activates once he puts his hands in his pockets. And then he goes back to the front. Now, the thing is about Hit, you can tell which stance he's doing by what he looks like when he puts his hands in his pockets. I don't know if a lot of people know this, right? So when Hit is doing his... he takes his hands, he's doing the stance, puts his hands in his pockets. The minute his hands hit his pockets, he's active. He's in a stance. He's in his light stance, right? So when he flies at you and does that, that's the light stance into the light follow-up, right? This is the move he's doing here. The stance that can cross you up is when he has the flames on him, the fuego. When he has the flames on him, the azul fuego, that's when he is in medium stance. And medium stance has 2 follow-ups that you have to worry about generally, right? When medium stance, there's the fire on him, and he's got his hands in his pockets. It's a longer startup than the light stance. And when he's in the medium stance, if he hits medium, he teleports to the other side and does cross-up. If he hits light, he does the projectile where it's like boom, 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 right? The 3 hits. So that's how hit stances work, right? So that's why when you watch this like situation that happens here, Necro can block in the front pretty safely, and I'm safely thanking Dark Noob for the $4.99, keeping my bank account safe and sound. Thanks very much for the sub. He can pretty safely block in the front because there's no mix-up that's going to be like, you know, worrisome here about behind, because he's just doing stance, light stance, and you can tell because he's not on fire, which means you should block in the front. That's how you can see what he's doing, right? So that's how this mix-up works. SonicFox gets the hit, boom, 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 vanish, auto combo, and the second hit of the auto combo right here puts him behind. Instead of doing the 3rd hit where he comes back over onto this side and finishes it into a combo, he knows that the scaling is already pretty high, right? He's already done a lot of damage up here. He goes for the reset and dash through to the other side. When the hands hit the pockets, there's no fire. You see how fast that was? The hands hit the pocket, there was no fire, so he can only stay in the front. So you don't have to worry about anything else. But he uses Vanish to keep it plus. The other stance where he can cross you up, there's fire and it's a longer start. So you can tell which stance it is. See that? That's the light stance. That is the fire stance. Good example, right? The differences between the two. Light stance, really fast startup. Sway. After this, if you hit light, you go into light stance. If you hit medium, you go into medium stance. If you hit heavy, you got heavy stance, etc. Fire in the hands in the pockets. He has 2 options here. He can do one in the front. Well, 2 options that he does often, right? One in the front, which is the projectile. Boom, boom, boom. Or he can do the medium, which teleports him to the other side. So once you're familiar with blocking it, it's a little easier.
Oh, this looks like you taught him the power.
Air dash out of there, running. Oh no, that's a tough drop. He needed that. And sparking is gone. Yeah, he went for it in the front again. And he has strike invincibility when he starts up that stance, by the way, the medium stance. Low, yeah, SonicFox tried to wake up jab. It looked like didn't work out. Got to get rid of hit. He's a very big problem on this team, right? He runs a lot of the offense. Goku Black builds the bar and controls the neutral, and that hit gets to capitalize on the meter. He's kind of a meter hog, and that's okay for SonicFox's team. Again, what do we think we start the round with? H God Slicer, call what's it called? Call 16. It's actually funny. He just started with Reflect the barrier, and he just gets to build meter here. 16 assists on the other side gets vanished. But that's common. That's how SonicFox starts a lot of his neutral, right? Dive kicks and God Slicers plus assist. Should be dead. Boom. Why does hits medium stance have invincibility? Because he's got the time skip, bro. Yeah, he's got a lot of bar with Cell here. Again, same idea, right? God Slicer. God Slicer plus call 16 assist is a powerful combination. He staggers his pressure right here, so that way 16 assist starts to come back. Vanish. Chase the backdash. Now 16 assist is ready, so SonicFox gets another mix-up. Oh, we tried the fuzzy. He tried the instant overhead setup on Cell. But the first hit hit him, so he didn't even need to go for anything fancy. 2 bars. 16 is out. There it is. Should be close, right? He's gonna have 2 bars. 16. Yeah, he's dead. Damn, you see Cell's neck is all spent around to the side. This was a pretty dirty setup, right? He's a 16 to get the deep jump M. Boom, jump H, the dolphin kick right to the head. Dive kick. That sucks.
NecroUndine is going to find a comfy seat in the spectators' room.
Good job, though, to Necro.
That was good stuff. That was good stuff. Oh, you're gonna get him.
You know, I agree with you. I think 16 and Goku Black are pretty boring characters. I think Hit is cool. But I like playing boring characters, so what can I say?